beautiful and looking good is really important. But I often wonder to myself, what are people willing to do to look good or to be pretty? Past, I've done all kinds of crazy things. Like, I've been on every diet. I have cut out carbs. I have tried to slave away in a gym. I've done unthinkable things to try to be skinnier and prettier. Why I'm doing this video is because I really want to share my story about what made a difference for me and what's making a difference for my clients in terms of really just feeling good and healthily and happily losing weight and living the lives that we created for ourselves. Um, so essentially, what I'm talking about is the difference between doing something out of force or because you hate yourself and doing something out of love or because you really love yourself and you want the best for yourself. So, in the past, as I was telling you before, I would slave away in the gym. I would diet. And the reason I was dieting was because I really hated my body. Like, I was so turned off by it. I would look in the mirror and I would think to myself, God, this is disgusting or gross. And so, because of that self loathing and that self hatred, I would do anything to try to fix what was broken. So it really was this mindset and this mentality of trying to fix something that was fundamentally, inherently wrong and broken. So you can imagine with that kind of mindset that, there really is no value for myself or for my body. And that is pretty much why I did every diet. I've had all kinds of issues with disordered eating as well because of that. So anyway, last year, I created an amazing program, but that was a program that I really created for myself. And as I had success on the program, I started sharing it with more and more clients, and then more and more clients took the program and they started having success. Essentially, the program is based on a foundation of self-love, and that's why I really, spread self-love. I teach self-love. My programs are all based in energy healing and self-love. And what changed, just to be able to give you guys the golden nugget, was I finally got to my rock bottom. Like, I was 260 pounds. I could barely walk. My family members and people were telling me that they were concerned and worried about my health, just really worried that I was going to die, that I was going to be so obese that I would have complications and I would die. And I got to that place where I was like, you know what? This is the problem. And for the first time in my life, being healthier wasn't about looking good or fitting into that size 6 or just trying to get somewhere. For the first time, I was like, you know what? I don't even care what my family thinks right now. I don't care what my friends think right now. I don't care about looking good for my partner or any of that stuff. All I want to do is be healthy. Like, all I want to do is be healthy for myself. And so immediately when I got to that place where it was purely out of self-love, doing it for me and only for me, that everything started to change. And I stopped doing things that didn't feel good and only started doing things that did feel good. And as I continued on that is how I managed to create a lifestyle change. And the lifestyle change doesn't look like a diet or doesn't look like eating only this or eating only that. The lifestyle change truly, truly is, how do I feel? Does it feel right? Does it feel good? Am I passionate about it? Or does it not feel good? And if it doesn't, I'm not doing it. Okay? Now, as a warning, what I do want to say is that if you are someone who has done things purely out of self-loathing, then your intuition is likely messed up. Okay? So you almost don't know anymore what feels good and is right and what doesn't feel good and what isn't right. All of those signals are crossed. So you might need to work with a coach, or you might need to work with someone, because sometimes when you've, kind of fucked with yourself a little bit, the things that are actually good for you don't feel good for you because you've been in this self-hatred, self-loathing context for so long. And the things that actually aren't good for you feel good for you. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, leave me a message in the comments, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to jump on a call with you, do a consultation with you, and support you in that, or answer any questions in the comments. All right? But this is the story I really wanted to talk to you guys about this morning. Is if you're doing anything because you hate it, it's not going to last long, okay? And you won't have very much success. It'll crack, it'll crumble, it'll rot. And why it will do that is because it's totally inauthentic. You cannot have something inauthentic, do it for a long time and have it last. It just doesn't work that way. But when it's out of love, it lasts because it truly, authentically is in alignment with your higher self and it feels good. Anyway, so this is the story, the video I wanted to create for you this morning. I really wanted you to inspire you to do more things out of love versus doing things out of hate. I hope this video has been, valuable for you and useful for you. I'd love for you to share it with your friends and family, give them the gift as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm going to try to post more videos. I know it's been a while since I did the last one, so I'm getting back on it. I know a lot of you have been asking me, okay? Felt so good to tell you guys that story. All right. That's it for me. See you in the next video. Bye.